Hello, once again, we have another challenger. My voice cracked right at the beginning. Perfect way to start an episode. Look at the challenger, not me. Anyway, we have what I assume to be a 2009 Challenger SRT8. Let's see here. I know this is after the concept because it doesn't have those crosshairs in it. It is oh, I was close. It's a 2008 Challenger SRT8, so right when it came into production. So this is a yellow Challenger, as you can probably tell, and no, it's not like that Hotchkiss one that I had just reviewed. However, I do have a 1971 Challenger in the same color and in mostly the same, with mostly the same decals. Anyway, what do I think of this? Again, not a big fan of yellow, and the yellow here is about as vibrant as the one over there. Are the taillights colored? No. No, they're not, and I really think that that there was enough room to do so. Headlights. Colored? No. But the grille is, and even, well, the upper part of the grille and the lower part of the grille is, so I think that kind of makes up for it. And you know what, they've actually modeled it pretty well. It's a bit more dramatic than it is on the real car, but I actually think they've done a really good job of it. The plexiglass for the sunroof is something I actually really like, and the plexiglass everywhere else is really, really nice. The decals on this, they're a weird sort of mix, because you know how I've said before, you know, they don't always look like they're painted into the bodywork, you know, along with the paint. It's hard to say, because while in this case it does look like it's painted into the bodywork, it doesn't look very high quality. Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. It does look painted into the bodywork, but they didn't do a very good job of making sure it was a high quality paint, because it's not that. The hood is nice, but the sides are a little bit odd for me. They're not perfect, they're not brilliant, they're just sort of yeah, not bad, but I think they could have done better. And especially with the little Dodge thing on the side where the rear is. You can read it, but it's really hard to see. And I guess that's fine, it's small. What you're going to do is 1/64th scale. Not much you can do about it. Now, what about the quality of the model? Well, as far as, you know what, the underside is actually made of a really, really hard plastic here that doesn't bend easily, which is nice, very high quality. The wheels, I actually like that it's a 5-spoke design. It actually looks really, really nice on here. The wheels are plastic. They're always plastic unless they're, you know, those collector's edition Hot Wheels cars. So, plastic wheels is what you're going to get, which is fine, and it almost dropped to the floor, even though I've had a few seconds late on commenting on that. Anyway, so there's not, as far as I can tell, there's not that many, we'll say, there's not that many other types of colors in here. Like some cars, the rest, you know, most of the cars, like we'll say yellow, and then the little lines here, which would indicate that there's a hood and trunk or whatever, would be in a green. There's not much of that here. It's not invisible, it's still there. But what's odd is that you have yellow, and then midway through the car it starts turning a greenish type of color. I mean, it might not show up very well on camera, but there's definitely a difference in the brightness. It really starts turning into... It starts doing that right before the sunroof, so... That is seriously odd. So yeah, there's not that much contrasting colors going on except for black, but that little bit of yellowish green is a little bit weird. You can see a little bit of it in the front bumper, but it's not that noticeable, especially not from far away. But you know what? This is actually a really, really good model. The color's not brilliant, but the rest of the model actually is, and even the exhausts here are, you know, black, but that's part of the underbody. But the underbody's nice, the wheels are nice, the rims are nice. The model itself is actually nice. It's really nicely done. And you know what? This will actually get a 4 out of 1, because I think some of the problems on this car might be just my model, but even still, it's actually a really, really nice Challenger model. And I recommend it. 4 out of 1.